Hello, this is a video about installing qtVlm onto a Macintosh computer in the standard way, and then making a small modification that lets us load what we call the training mode, which is in one step loads all of the charts, the raster charts, the ENC charts, some GRIB files for weather work, tides and current harmonics and so forth. All of the things we need for use of the program in our courses is all done in one step, along with some configuration. And that's just to expedite getting started. And so the instructions are all here on this web page, ENC getting started, and I'll put that link in the description. And this is exactly, I'm doing everything, I'm just following exactly these steps on this page here, which then shows the videos, of one of which I'm making right now, and then you can come back and follow that if need be. So we also have here a note. This is the StarPath glossary, our online school glossary, and it's got an entry for qtVlm, which tells more about the program. Of course, you learn all about the program from the book, from the program website itself, and its very extensive manual. But these are just some notes about special features about why we have selected the program for use in our courses. So that's there. And then, okay, so now we start, and we're going to just start with a regular download, and here's a link to the downloads, and that's going to take us to the latest versions here. And then we're on a Mac for this operation. We have a similar video for PCs. And for the Mac, there are two versions. There's the newer ARM processors, and then the older one, like we have, an Intel processor, this one. And that's what we're going to use. There's also some older, there's often on this page of the latest editions, there's also the previous edition, if for any reason you want to look at that. But we always want, for this, we want to take always the latest edition. And that is Intel, this one. And then we click that, whoops, and then download that. That's another step, download here. And that's going into our downloads, a DMG file like that. Okay, so let's follow through. And I'm doing this a lot. Okay, so let's just see. I double click that. Does that open it? It does not open it, but I'll go to the folder itself, and here it is. Now I can double click that, and it will open it. And then here we are, and this is what you see when you open it. Now, when you're doing a upgrade, then you would use this one, this function here. But for a brand new initial install, we're just going to take this qtVlm folder, right click, highlight it like that, go up to Edit, and then say Copy qtVlm. And then we're going to go with our Finder. We're going to go into the Applications folder. Here's the Applications folder, back to Edit, and then say Paste Item. And so that's pasted that's basically the install process right there. And so this is now in the applications. And now you can open that folder, and you will have occasion, as you get more involved with using the program, you'll have occasion to come in and out of this folder, because there are things stored in here, sometimes temporarily, that you need access for. And then here's the main program, qtVlm.app, and I'm going to open that. And when it opens, down here in the bottom, it's showing the, actually, did that open? Didn't open. Let me just do it again. Oh, downloaded from the internet, or you want to open it? Yes, go ahead and open it. That only asks you that once. And now, but here I'm going down here, I'm showing you the taskbar at the bottom. You see qtVlm. You can right click it, Options, Keep in the Dock, right? And that'll move it over to this side of that line, a separator, and so you got it. Now we do the install. We want English, well, we want English here right now, but say OK. And then there's a program. Select existing charts folder. I'll just say download. You can just say download, and it'll down. Now these are not the actual navigation charts that it's downloading now. On this initial install, what it's doing is downloading the base maps, the high resolution base maps that the charts will overlay on top of. And we're also running this at full time. I just want everybody to see exactly how long it takes to do the whole process. So it's downloading those charts, and then it's uncompressing them, and so forth. And here we are. And there we're looking at the standard default initial install of a qtVlm. At the bottom are all they're not being used at the moment, but that's all the instruments, the possible instruments you can use, and so forth. And this is what we're going to do some modifications of and then use this program. I'll direct you to take a look, please, up here. Marks, Contribute, Help. That's the menu bar. We're going to do something now that's going to add an item up there. That's why we'd take a look at that. So, okay, now we see that. Now I can close it. I can close this too, I guess. And then we can close this. We're done with that. And so we go back to the process. We're now done step 1. Now step 2 is we need to download this small file. It's called download. It's called training.dat. Very small, just a few bytes. And it's not zipped or anything. So you just right click and save link as. So I right click, save link as, and we'll put it into downloads. Yeah, downloads there. So that's now in the downloads. So let me go here to the downloads folder, and there's the file, training.dat, and I've got it highlighted. Now I go back to my edit, copy training.dat, then I go to applications. Oh, then I've got to open up qtVlm. So you see down here, Macintosh, application, qtVlm. I'm in the qtVlm folder, and then I go up here and say edit, paste item. Now, and if I look at date modified or something, yeah, see, there it is in the folder. Okay, so that's what we had to do. Now, when we open the app, here's the app down here at the bottom now. I'm going to click that and open it. And there's the app. And now we see what's new. Now we have something here called training mode. And so what you do now is you click download and activate training mode. And now it's unloading and then storing the charts, the harmonics, the GRIB files, everything else. We've changed the color of the background water from dark blue to white, things like that. Automatically loaded this one particular chart. This is an ENC. There's a lot of charts loaded here we practice with, have exercises. And so that's the process. So we're essentially done. Those doing our inland and coastal navigation course, the ASA 105, then you would want to go here where most of the work we do in that course is with a training chart, which is a raster chart. So we shut these off, the V for vector, and turn on R for raster. And there's only this, well, there's a couple raster charts, but there's another one. And then that's the chart we use, but it comes in trimmed and it's not it's quilted mode. But what you would do then is right click and say, show only this chart. Now what that will do is it will load the borders of the chart so it looks, and we see the lat long scale on the side and so forth. Now we don't need any of that for electronic charting because we can read everything right off the screen. But anyway, that's the process. Now we have the training mode loaded, a lot of preferences set, and we have the this one training chart for the inland and coastal course. We also use this for the weather and for the electronic navigation course. So I'll stop there. Thank you.